Dear programmer, here is the solution for interfacing an array of colored LED with ATmega2560 microcontroller. To develop the application, we need just one board that contains 8 blocks of colored LED. The Arduino Mega2560 board, where ATmega2560 microcontroller works as its heart. Each block contains one chip named WS2812 acting as the controller of colored LEDs. The block also contains a set of 3 LEDs, red, blue and green. Typically, they are 5050 LEDs, meaning that size of each of the LEDs is 5mm by 5mm. Our problem is how to interface them. Each of the 8 blocks has a pin extended out. 8 pins, namely D0 through D7, are connected to 8 blocks of LED. To activate one block, the corresponding pin needs to be asserted low. There are 3 more pins connected to 3 LEDs inside the block. They are red, blue and green. To turn on any color, make the corresponding pin low. The board has a power supply pin VCC that needs to be connected to +5V of the microcontroller board. First, we will make necessary connections. Second, write appropriate code on microcontroller. And lastly, we observe the final outcome. The digital pins of Mega board are now connected to the LED board as shown. Pin 22 through 29 are connected to block selection pins of LED board. Pin 30 through 32 are connected to color selection pins. All the 8 pins from 22 to 29 belong to port A of the ATmega2560 microcontroller. The rest 3 pins belong to port C. Here is the connection. Next step is to write program. Our program will be in register level first, then it will be written following common Arduino style. In register level coding, port registers and hence pins will be accessed directly. First, we tag color name with the actual pin number of port C. The 3 DDR pins are set so that they now work as output pins. Similarly, the block pins are redefined with new convenient names. The port A pins connected to block pins are now configured as output. The color can be set by making the corresponding pin 0. The LED blocks are asserted low in sequence to activate them serially. Here is the code. The color pins are defined first. The blocks are defined next in the code. Ports are configured thereafter. Now a number is incremented from 0 to 7 repeatedly. For each value of the number, the LED blocks are activated one by one. A delay is inserted between every successive activation of LED block. Now the scrolling display appears with desired color. In Arduino style of coding, ATmega pins are not used. Instead, The Mega board pins are used in code. These Mega pins are tagged with appropriate color name. Now, they are configured as output using standard Arduino function pin mode. The name of port C is not used in this style of coding. Similarly, instead of using the direct name of port A, the corresponding Mega pins are used in program for selecting LED block. The corresponding pin numbers are redefined with new name in code. These pins are also configured as output. The pins are to be made low now in sequence for the successive activation of the blocks. It must be ensured to make other pins high for the activation of one block at a time. The color pin needs to be made low for its appearance in display. Here is the code in Arduino style. Each pin is manipulated separately, for which code becomes bigger. Multiple color pins can be asserted low for mixing color. For more basics of interfacing and coding, please go to other videos of the channel.